My name is Laura Karstensen, and I'm professor of psychology and founding director of the Stanford Center on Longevity. And it's a great pleasure to welcome you to our distinguished lecture series. It's really nice, too, to see so many, this mix of familiar and new faces. So we're very pleased that you're all here today. The lecture today is co-sponsored by the Center on Advancing Decision-Making in Aging, which is part of the Stanford Health Policy Center, and it's a center here at Stanford with which we have a close partnership and benefit enormously in many ways, and we're fortunate today to have their support of this lecture as well. This venue in Encina feels like home to those of us who work at the Longevity Center. Some of you who know us well know that we used to be housed in this building until about a month ago. We now live in the Landau building, just across the street and on the corner. So if you haven't been to our new place, please come and see us there. It's easier to find. You don't have to be lost to find it where you used to, So we're happy over there, and we will have a formal welcome pretty soon. But right now, just know you're welcome to stop by anytime. So as you know, more people are living longer than ever before in human history. And adapting our culture to this rapidly aging population is really one of the most urgent challenges of our time. The Longevity Center's vision is to transform our quality of life through interdisciplinary collaborations that revolutionize how we solve the problems of aging. Our mission is to foster innovations in science and technology, public policy, and social norms that affect aging throughout our lives so that the quality of our lives is improved at all ages. And I do appreciate and thank you for your interest in this work. It's with great pleasure that I introduce our speaker today, Ms. Barbara Strauch. Now, Ms. Strauch lives in Manhattan, but she's really a Californian. She spent most of her youth in Southern California. She graduated from the University of California at Berkeley, so she's one of us.
Almost.
Since 1994, she has been the Deputy Science Director of the New York Times, where she oversees health and medical science news and coordinates health coverage throughout the newspaper. I was thanking her earlier today for providing the source that I think many of us use as our primary source of news outside of our own disciplines. So we appreciate that very much. But she's been a newspaper woman most of her life, most of her adult life, 35 years, covering everything from City Hall to medicine to space shuttles. She's worked at newspapers in Boston and in Houston, and as a foreign correspondent and editor in Caracas, Venezuela. She joined the Times after working for 10 years as a writer and an editor at Newsday, and you may remember her coverage of that subway crash in New York that killed 6 people. Her team that covered that crash won the Pulitzer Prize. In addition to her newspaper work, she's an award-winning author. She's written 2 books. The first one is called The Primal Brain, What the New Discoveries About the Teenage Brain Tell Us About Our Kids. And then her children grew up, and she decided to turn to what was most pressing, and that was the middle-aged brain. And her next book, as you know, is called The Secret Life of the Grown-Up Brain, The Surprising Talents of the Middle-Aged Mind. To quote Scientific American, Strauch's book paints a radically new picture of the brain that goes far beyond making those entering middle age feel better. Instead, the newly gained insights into the adult brain should cause us to rethink how we structure our lives. I met Barbara when she was writing this book and have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know her better over the last couple years. I read the book the first week it came out. It's informative, it's funny, it's accessible. It's really a great read. As I told Barbara, I work in this field and I learned a lot, and I am confident that you will too. So thank you. Join me in welcoming Barbara Strauch.